I am East End Temple, a place of building community and service to others. As a parent, I've had the opportunity to participate in my children's religious school activities, such as Shabbat dinners with other families, along with celebrating the Jewish holidays in fun, creative ways. As the years continued, I experienced the joy of my sons becoming a bar mitzvah, one in person and the other virtually, with each experience made special. Being a part of pick-me-ups was a time for parents and caregivers to engage with one another, providing snacks and beverages in the social hall before the kids came out of religious school, another way to build community. As a host, I felt like I was like a matchmaker, and East End Temple is a matchmaker of congregants. Working together in the Shema group with a focus on social justice gave me the opportunity to advocate for the rights of students with disabilities in our New York City public school system. We worked with a coalition of faith-based organizers called Manhattan Together. Having been a public school teacher and a parent of a child with a disability, it was meaningful both personally and professionally. East End Temple provided me opportunities to use my voice with others to make change. And of course, Food for Families became a place for making meals for those with food insecurities. I enjoyed having a family activity that was about helping others. And if you didn't know everybody, it was a collective effort, challenging all of us to make as many meals as possible while trying not to bump into each other. To hear the loud shouts and cheers of our grand total of meals is the spirit of East End Temple. And last year, I became a schlepper through Ruth's Refuge, moving furniture and other necessities with congregants working as a team to bring essentials to asylum seekers, people who now have a safer place to live in the boroughs of New York City. Being a part of providing these people with some of what they needed to make a place to call home is reflective of East End Temple, a home away from home.
I am East End Temple and have been for about 2.5 years. In the spirit of Teshuvah, I've been reflecting about my current Jewish experience and the increased amount of pride I feel in my heritage, realizing that some of that has to do with East End Temple. I'm understanding the reason why this community has thrived for more than 75 years. Every single person I've met has been warm, welcoming, genuinely curious, and practices Tikkun Olam as a way of life, not just the occasional mitzvah. So many of you are present. And that goes for the promising, energetic group of people that I've met at young professional meetups and members in their golden years that have gone to create some enormous shoes to fill. And if you haven't been to a Shabbat Shmooze, I highly recommend it. It's been inspiring, and it's given me space to explore my faith without feeling judged by my level of observance. Regardless of age, membership duration, there's only one important common denominator with all of us, and that's good character. That doesn't mean we look the same or we don't have varying opinions. It means we have a Jewish tradition to uphold, to have more conversations in our future. As my Jewish home is both interracial and interfaith, feeling included and a sense of belonging at EET speaks volumes. I appreciate the ongoing tzedakah, such as organizing for social justice, helping those that really have food insecurities, and making strangers like me and my wife feel like we belong. These are the types of impactful traditions I will help carry on. That's one reason I've started working to build a foundation for diversity, equity, and inclusion here, and really to continue at EET. The more I interact and get involved, the more EET feels like a home away from home. And I feel like I'm just scratching the surface. It's the old adage, you get out what you put in. So I will keep showing up because you have let me know that I'm EET.
Rachel Shapiro.
I went in a more poetic direction here, so let me get in the spirit. I am East End Temple, longtime member, raised Unitarian by Midwestern parents, joined in marriage to a Jewish tradition stretching back in ways miraculous and meaningful. Paul and I have grown with this warm, welcoming community. I've watched my children thrive under rabbis, cantors, and wise teachers, given roots with strong values, and given songs with wings to fly. I have stood in Friday services and been humbled to hear them sing and realize they can actually chant in Hebrew. Well, if I'm honest, I'm just kind of mumbling along. I am East End Temple. I have enjoyed family services where I look over at Paul to see that he and I are both tearing up at the same part of Rosh Hashanah service as we always do, greeting old friends and neighbors as we return, season after season, each time familiar, each time anew. I am East End Temple, organizer of scavenger hunts and women's circles and art happenings for sisterhood. I've watched as older generations cheer on younger ones and been filled with gratitude for the circle of all of us. I am East End Temple, proud to be a member, fortunate to be part of a connected, interdependent whole. We are all East End Temple.
Thank you to each of you. And each of you here tonight is East End Temple. Each of us has an individualized story of connection to our congregation. And as we leave the service tonight and throughout the holiday, Brian and I encourage you to greet someone new and share your story. We connect in different ways. Some of us connect with the religious services. Some of us connect with our friends. Some of us participate in social justice and social action, some with the religious school and some with demographic cohorts. Some of us joined our congregation in the past week, some joined 75 years ago, and many in between. Some of us are actively engaged in the leadership of our congregation. Some of us are trying to figure out how to become more involved in congregational life. And some of us are content with our level of involvement. We come from all professions and all economic backgrounds. We are fourth-generation New Yorkers and new to the United States. We have different racial and ethnic backgrounds. We connect in person and online, or both. We have abilities and disabilities. We are all ages, gender identities, and orientations. Some of us were raised with a Jewish background. Some of us have chosen Judaism. Some of us are learning about the religion. And some of us are here tonight providing valued support for family and friends. Each of us is East End Temple. Each of us is unique. Each of us is welcome. And together, we join to make the beautiful quilt of our congregation with the common purpose of building a connected community where all feel they belong and are included.
Oh boy, here comes the finance guy with the ask. Tonight, Rebecca and I ask each of you to think about your connection to our community and the importance of financially supporting our beloved Reformed Temple. Our congregation, through decades, has been the center for spiritual guidance, inclusivity, and social justice. We have been a place of comfort, celebration, and growth, nurturing each other always. As we continue our journey, our congregation and our needs have grown faster than ever, and so has the importance of your generosity. We seek your support to ensure that the temple remains a vibrant center for Jewish life, a place where people of all backgrounds can find meaning, connection, and inspiration. Tonight, we call on you, the congregation, to add to your community commitment and give beyond fees. We look to each other for the financial support that keeps our community growing. There are many reasons to give and give again. Allow me to share the reasoning of our beloved Helene Spring from an email she sent me last year at 98 years of age. Brian, I sent money to EET's various funds I usually contribute to. I sent the one for the Leonard Spring Memorial Fund to your attention at the temple. Let me know how you're using it, and I am glad if I can help. I'm sending it now because you seem to need it at this time, I think. If not, just put it on hold. I would rather take it out now before I need it for me. What with the market and how it's going. Also, the cost for stuff now is terrible. When will the increases stop? Oh well. Best to all, Helene. By supporting our temple, you help us to do so much, like providing these meaningful high holiday services, Shabbat services, and festivals that speak to the heart and soul of our diverse congregation. Rabbi Stanton and Cantor Brodsky are leading us on a soulful and uplifting journey during these high holy days, as well as at services. Your generosity will enable us to bring in guest speakers, musicians, and educators who can deepen our understanding and enhance our spiritual journey. Your donations foster community engagement. Our temple strives to build bridges within and beyond our walls. With your support, we can organize social justice initiatives, interfaith dialogues, cultural events, and outreach programs that create positive change in our community and promote understanding and harmony. We can also improve our technology so that congregants can access services and programming more easily, even from thousands of miles away. Your giving maintains, improves, and secures our facilities. Our temple serves as a sacred space for all who enter. We have the advantage of no mortgage, but as our building ages, we need your assistance to ensure that our building is well maintained, accessible, and conducive to prayer, reflection, and connection. As many of you have observed, our elevator and our air conditioning system need improvement. Your contributions will help us enhance our physical infrastructure and create an environment that welcomes everyone. Importantly, your donations help us secure the building. Over the past 4 years, we've installed more than 30 security improvements and received high marks from security experts for our changes. If you haven't noticed any of the improvements, that's a good thing. We would like to continue this work and add more security features. I'll give you one example. We'd like to add an enclosed security booth under the stairs in our downstairs entrance. Your contributions will determine how and when we complete the project. Your contributions strengthen our educational programs. Forgive the cliche, but our youth are our future and our community, and investing in their Jewish education and temple participation is paramount. Your support of the religious school, in addition to the tuition, allows us to enhance our religious school, develop engaging programs, send our youth to social action trips, and allow our multi-talented Director of Education, Mindy Sherry, to hire the phenomenal teachers who educate and care for our youngest members. And last, your investment helps us meet our evolving needs. Our temple had a watershed moment when we moved to community commitment. We made huge strides in our goal to be more inclusive. In addition to each congregant committing according to their ability, we also began, during COVID, providing modest financial assistance for those congregants experiencing difficulties. Together, we can make a difference and continue the legacy of our very special Reformed temple. Some of you have already committed to the amount that you feel comfortable. To each of you, we are grateful for all you have given. If you do feel that you are able to give more support, we ask tonight to consider what you are able to pledge. Your donation, regardless of its size and whether you pledge through Kol Nidre or a fund, will have a profound impact on our community, and the lives it touches. Let us embrace the spirit of Kol Nidre, united in our commitment to sustaining and strengthening our temple. To contribute, please visit our website or contact our dedicated and incredible office staff. Your generosity will be recognized and celebrated, and most importantly, it will help shape our future. We likewise encourage each of you to take a step closer this year. Discover a program that you have not attended previously, engage in a new act of tikkun olam to heal the world, attend a new service or ritual, or meet someone new from our community. As has been the case for more than 75 years, we need our community to lead, to initiate, to suggest our programs and events, and to give. If I may quote Helene one last time, donate. It may be a good idea.
Together, you have accomplished so much as a community, and we can all be proud. Your dedication and commitment to our shared values is inspiring, and we are deeply thankful for the warmth and unity each of you brings to our congregation. Rabbi Rick Jacobs of the Union of Reform Judaism asked in a recent weekly address, "What will help us wake up in 5784? The embrace of community, the stirring melodies of prayer, the piercing insight of a sacred text, the sound of the shofar." We hope that with your support and participation, our East End Temple community will wake you up in a way that is needed for you and connect to you throughout the year.
May this Yom Kippur be a time of introspection, forgiveness, and renewal for us all. Thank you for your support, and may your generosity be blessed abundantly. L'Shana Tova Umetuka, a meaningful fast, and then a sweet and fulfilling year ahead. We are forever grateful.
My physical therapist would not be happy. I invite you to rise or rise in spirit for the Aleinu on page 116.
Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula liotzer bereshit, shelo atzanu kegoye haratzot, velo samanu kemishpechot ha'adam ha, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, vegoralenu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim livnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz vayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad.
You may be seated. Our thoughts turn to loved ones whom death has taken from us in recent days, and those who died at this season in years past. Our hearts open as well to the wider circle of loss in our community and wherever grief touches the human family. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be a blessing in this new year and always. With my sincere apologies for any names that I might mispronounce, we now commemorate the following blessed souls. We are in the 30-day mourning period of Shloshim for Gloria Leader, We are in the 11 months of Avelut for Carmen Noguera Sabella, Toba Cohen, Helene Felcher, Phyllis Foyer, Michael Ginsberg, Sheila Issakow, Jules Kay, Alice Lane, Bert Lustig, Edith Markowitz, Jack Meisner, Jerome Newman, Blanche Evelyn Perlmutter, George Polifka, Joy Segor, Dr. Dan Shapira, Herzl Spiro, Helene Spring, Stephen Stampleman, Daryl Turek, David Vazik, Louise Weisbord, Patricia Wish, Philip E. Zellman. And we commemorate the yahrzeits, the anniversaries of the passing of Sarah Alexander, Ida Barron, Marion Bates, Maureen Depot, Bella Edelman, Sidney Emmer, Richard Feeman, Ben L. Gardner, Helene Hahn, Carol Hahn Glasser, Sylvia Z. Hirschfield, Marshall Hockhauser, Rose Lillian Kaplan, Anita Karimian, Barbara Katursky, Samuel Landis, Michael Ratner, Sarah Rosen, Doris Rosen, Professor O. William Ross, Frank Roth, Bertha Schwartz, Dr. Anthony Cilia, Lulu Seltzer, Rebecca Shapiro, Sophia D. Schifrin, Francis Siegelbaum, Sarah A. Spencer, Arlen Heather Wilson. To those names, we invite you to add the names of people you are commemorating, be it the anniversary of their loss or simply because they feel near to you right now. We invite you to say their names aloud in memoriam as our eyes meet yours. And for those who are connecting online, our usher is posting a link to the Kaddish text. And of course, we are connected to you and your loved ones. We also commemorate Louis Freed, Virginia Freed, Shirley Freed, Albert Freed, Fanny Freed, Harry Freed, and Gussie Corman. I invite you to rise or rise in spirit for the words of the Mourner's Kaddish, page 122. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'v'zman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam olomeo maya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekud shabrichu, Leila uleila mikol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, dameran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'mrumav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. Ever be a blessing as together we say, Amen. I'm going to invite you to remain standing and make the announcements very quick. I want to invite you to engage in Hakarat HaTov and recognizing the good. I want to invite you to thank a staff member a volunteer, a layperson, a co-president, past or present, a member of the choir or a musician, or someone else who has made this past year or who you think might make this year ahead even better. And that includes our online ushers, our in-person ushers, and so many others. For those who would like to learn even more about the Kol Nidre Appeal, Cantor Brodsky and I wrote an article about its history, and so you're welcome to grab a copy on its way out in lieu of another 15 minutes of me talking about it in monologue. And I think without further ado, we are going to continue on page 124, Achat Sha'alti. Our God and God of our ancestors, eternal God of all generations, may your presence in our lives this new year renew our spirits and renew our strength. May it be a good year. May it be a sweet year.
Leshana tova tikatevu, Leshana tova tikatevu, a good year, a year of peace we wish to you.
Shana Tova. See you tomorrow bright and early, 10 a.m. here, 9 a.m. for the Young Family Service, and then pretty much all day long.